Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Um, it's no longer hot. It's wet everywhere. It's not cold though, so at least there's that. But we're out here doing our chores, and all of a sudden we hear a little tiny beep, 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 beep. And I've wondered where this hen went. She showed up again yesterday, but I kind of, we got chickens loose everywhere here. So I kind of wondered, but wasn't too worried. Well, apparently she decided that it was time for her to become a mommy. And she hatched out a little chick. This is my frizzle hen that I hatched out earlier this year. Talk about a young mama. So we're going to try and catch her and move her to a place that's better suited for a baby. A dat little of a baby. Time to see when the girls start coming in so the teaser buck goes in. And don't worry, he's been sparring with Bruce, so he's plenty schooled in how to be a big boy. Yeah, we've got about 3 weeks out before we start breeding, so why not find out who's in heat? And Fancy is in heat. I had to take the video off of them for obvious reasons. And this video so far is kind of spotty. So let me update you a little bit on what the heck's going on. So first off, to cover what we just saw, Hermie is my teaser buck. He cannot breed the does. He was born with his male parts malformed, and they are coming out the back end. So he can't actually breed the girls, but he is very much a buck, and he knows what to do. He just doesn't have the proper equipment. We'll just say that. So he's out there telling me who is in heat. That way, when I go to put Blue in, I can make sure that everything's close up and mark down when everybody's going to be bred. Because I don't know if he's... Monkey, hush! I don't know if Blue really knows what he's doing. Or is really, really ready. Since he's been in with Bruce, a much older buck, it's difficult to tell because Bruce is going to be suppressing Blue a little bit. You know, that whole hierarchy thing. Chickens. So the little frizzle hen got put in there with her baby in that little pen. And we are down to 5 or 6, maybe 7 guineas. So we bought more guinea keats. Since that nest, bull snake came and ate the nest. Gorged on all those eggs. It was ridiculous. Big old bull snake. No, I'm not going to catch the bull snake. No, I'm not going to kill it. I like snakes. I don't have any as pets. I like them out here doing their job. They keep the rodents away, and we have had rodents starting to eat feed sacks and get in and destroy grain. So I like the snakes here to eat the rodents. Bull snakes keep rattlesnakes away. We live in Texas. You guys can do the math. So I have her in there with her baby and 5 guinea keats, I think, 5 or 6. She's not really mothering the guinea keats, as you saw, but she's not really hurting them. So they're old enough to be warm enough by themselves. So we're just gonna let them all raise up in there. Hopefully then we can reintroduce them to the guineas we have without too much difficulty. They tend to be very territorial and fight, but we'll see. So that's the 2 updates there. I'm back over by the goats if you hear their snargling. Okay, this is pretty cute. He's ridiculous. Hey guys. So it has been a few days or a week or so since we last were recording. Let's look up here. Not a whole lot's been going on. Took Hope here to the vet the other day for her to get her teeth looked at. She has some that are showing signs of possibly being infected at one point. We're gonna groom her while we're talking. She's also got some that needs some other work that I can't afford to do right now. But they're not anything that's causing her pain or anything like that. We got her teeth worked on while we were there. They checked out her age for me. And my guess at 2.5 to 3 when we got her was actually pretty right. Because they estimated her, since, you know, we've had her a little bit now. They estimate her to be around 3.5 to 4. So she's still just a baby. Which I'm happy to see that everybody got her out of that situation before it was too awful. She was a bit of a pain to catch today, so I'm baiting her with some grain to make her happier. And my guess is, I mean, she's been pretty sweet to catch and everything, but my guess is just because of all the dental and the vet and all of that was just a lot for her. I mean, like we said, she's a baby. She hasn't seen a whole lot of this going on. Have you noticed she has put on weight? It's sweaty today because it's a little warmer than usual. I don't really do a heck of a lot with my horses during the summer when it's hot. See if we can zoom out a minute here. That's all the way out. There we go. I've been meaning to catch her up and brush out her mane. I just haven't had the chance to. It's just been so dang hot. Now that it's cooled off, I'm wanting to get some done. And I know most of you horse people out there are thinking, why is she using a dog brush on the mane? Well, as you see, the knots are coming out beautifully. Especially with one hand. It's not damaging anything. I'm not having to cut anything. It's just combing it out great. And no, you can't do this with dogs on mats because it hurts too much. Horses don't have a lot of nerves on their neck. If you think about in the wild, how when mares are getting bred, or even when stallions are fighting, they're biting each other a lot on the necks. So when that stallion comes up, he's going to reach down and sometimes he'll bite right here on this neck and hold on. Well, if he had a lot of nerve endings there, that would be pretty dang painful. And horses would have died out years ago. But without nerves there and a tougher skin, doesn't really hurt. And I'm not even holding her right now. I have the rope draped over my shoulder. So, I mean, if it was truly hurting, she wouldn't be standing here. And you see, she's just eating peacefully. So when I did go to catch her, well, let me start back. So one of the things the vet asked was, what would I like to do with her? You know, so they can evaluate, you know, just how good is this going to be, blah, blah, blah. You know, what kind of do we need to try and get her to where she can be a 5-star eventer, you know, national champion, whatever. No, we don't. I just told them happy and healthy. Well, when I went to catch her just now, I've been having to kind of move her up from the pasture because she's been grumpy the last few days and hasn't come up. So I moved her up here and they started running around and being goofy back there. And I do believe she just jumped that fence because I caught her in the alleyway here. I think she jumped out. So, and she's not hurt. She didn't get hung on anything. She just felt a little extra pressure from the other horses, didn't really want to be in there. And she just literally jumped. So, happy and healthy, most definitely, but do we have a possible jumper on our hands here? Like, not in a bad way, but like, you know, actual show jumping. I'm sure you've seen those videos of the horses online that are like just so happy as can be and just like running up to the owners and just jumping in and out of the pen. If you haven't, you should go look for it. It's a little short. It's cute. Hopefully we don't get to that though. I like for my horses to stay in their pens when I want them in their pens. Mostly for their safety. You don't really know this, but we don't exactly, I mean, you could see houses all around there. Yes, we have a larger chunk of property, but we're not exactly out in the country here. So, yeah. I don't want her getting out on the road. Oh, it's warmer today than it has been. And we're getting to the end, so we might need to go be tied up. Or pause. And we're back. So I brought her over to the hay bale. I mean, why not, right? Head's up now, so it's a little easier. Yeah, see how much prettier it, I mean, it's just leaving all this. I'm not having to cut it all off. She still has her fly protection. Doesn't really want to eat, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this up on my end, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so we're back, and I turned her loose already. Brushed out her mane all good. And hosed her off. Sure you can see that. She actually enjoyed it. I was worried she wouldn't, but I needed 2 hands for it too. So, see, her mane's all pretty and brushed out. Now I gotta come turn these guys back down here. Because like I said, she didn't want to really be caught. Since we've had that rain, the back down here has greened up a little bit. It's mostly all what I have been told is nut grass. So it's a thicker blade grass. Let's see if I can find some up here kind of close. Oh, yes, there's some. So it's a thicker bladed grass. It's shiny. I have been told that that is what they call nut grass. Not sure why they call it nut grass. And I don't know what the official name for it is. But, yeah, so there's a lot of that growing up out here. Damn flies. Whew. There's a whole lot growing up in the front field. But I'm keeping them off of that for now so that it can grow up a bit more. And be plenty of grazing to rotate them onto. Alright guys, well, we decided to go a couple weeks early just because this will be putting our breeding hitting around the 13th or 14th of February. If anybody was like in heat today, and if Blue figured it all out today. Girls are a little grumpy. Somebody's a little jealous, maybe. Hermie's been doing a great job telling us who's been coming into heat. Blue's being a dork, getting stuck in the branches, I guess. Little weirdo. Oh, man. Lolly, don't you dare bite me. I think he's scared of the girls. So we'll see if this works. Hopefully it does. They're loving on him instead of being mean, so he's got that going for him at least. In case anybody's wondering, this is the next day after messing with Hope. I just got so worn out. Mostly my arms. They're not used to being at that angle, and that was a lot of hair to brush out. Blue, what'd you do? You get stuck. Why'd you in the branches, Blue? Lolly, that was mean. She bit his ear. Alright, let's see if we can get him out of the branches. Why are you in the branches? Get out of the branches, bud. Oh, now they're going to try and pick on him. Blue, come on. You're a big old tough billy goat. Well, maybe we should have waited till somebody was actually in heat. Aw. Goodness. Oh, you'll be okay. This is how girls flirt. Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Yeah. I'm going back to the shade. Alright, well, they're just trying to teach him who's at the top of the pecking order in here. And little stinker here's already learned it, but he don't give a crap. He says, you guys are all purty. We're going to give him a few days in here. And I'll catch back up with you then. And finish the video out then, probably. Video. Sounding like I'm northern. Video. Anyway. Hopefully he'll figure it out. If not, we'll have to figure it out ourselves. Somehow. Probably just go back to Bruce this year, but that would mean interesting things for Miss Leia. Check back in a day or two. We are back this morning. So yesterday off camera we took Hermie out and put a stinky rag of Bruce's on Blue's neck so that he smelled like a buck at least. So the girls look like they're at least kind of letting him get closer. I don't know if he's acting bucky yet or not, but well, that was rude, Fancy. Maybe he will soon. Golly, Fancy, that's rude. Golly, chickens, that's rude. Boy, everybody's being rude today. Look at that. So I was going to leave Hermie in with him just because they're They're friends anyway. But I saw the girls really snuggling onto Hermie. And I thought, you know, I don't want them coming into heat and snuggling up to Hermie and Blue not even getting any close. So that's why we went ahead and took him out. And at least maybe this guy has a chance now. Maybe. I'll keep you posted in another video. I'm going to go ahead and end this one for now. It's getting kind of long and scattered. So, yeah. Talk to you later. Or see you later. Bye.